welcome to my channel, and today I have another theatre vlog for you. So in this vlog I travelled to Sheffield to see Little Shop of Horrors. I was kindly invited to the press night, so I went along and saw the show. So in the video I'll show you around the theatre, I show you the view from my seat, I film the curtain call for you, and then I give you a full review of the show as well. So I hope you enjoy this little video. So I'm just at the train station now. The train's due in about, what time is it? Due in 10 minutes. And yeah, my voice is really bad today, so I don't know how much talking I'm going to do on the vlog today, but it's due in 10 minutes. I'm heading to Sheffield. I'm reviewing the pantomime and Little Shop of Horrors today, so busy day. Just arrived in Sheffield now. It's 20 past 12. Show doesn't start for 2 hours yet, so I might go and see if I can get some lunch from somewhere. So I've just arrived now where the theatres are. First stop will be the Lyceum to see the pantomime, which is Snow White. I don't think it opens for another half an hour yet, so I think I'm just going to go and sit in the Crucible Cafe for a little bit until it opens. So the Snow White Panto was great, so after that I decided to walk to Nando's and get some food before I needed to come back to the Crucible for Little Shop of Horrors. Okay, so I've now come to Nando's to get some food before the next show. That's what I always get. I've just gone for a chicken burger. So yeah, so it was quite a bit of a walk. Hopefully I can find my way back. Here's my food. So I'm just walking back to the Crucible now. Just walking through, that's Santa's Grotto, Carousel. Should only take me about 10 minutes, 5 minutes to walk back. Yeah, the show starts at 7 today, so a bit of an earlier start. So yeah, should get back there for 6:30, and I'll have half an hour before the show starts. So. Here's Sheffield's Christmas markets. Treat. We're gonna head this way. Okay, so I've just arrived back at the Crucible. It's 6:15. Show doesn't start till 7, so yeah, gonna head in now, pick up my program, and then just wait. And then just wait for the show to start. So yeah, I'm going to stop talking now because I am losing my voice. picked up my programme. I'm in the orange door today on row K, seat 56. Okay, so I'm now in my seat. I'm on row K, which is like the aisle row. And this is my view, so yeah, it's a really good view. And I'll get back to you in Toronto and let you know what I think. I'm just queuing up to go and get a drink. I don't usually have to queue. Probably shouldn't have gone to the toilet first. But I'm just going to quickly get my drink and then head back to my seat. So I picked up my drink and I'm just going to head back to my seat. But so far, absolutely loving it. It's very different from any production of it I've seen before. I'm loving how they're doing the plan. It's very different. Some bits of it I'm really enjoying, some bits, but yeah, really enjoying it so far. Can't wait for the second half. So yeah, I'm back in my seat now, but as I was saying, really enjoying it so far. The person playing the plant is amazing, and so is the person playing the dentist. Really enjoying it. Can't wait to see now what's going to happen in the second half. So obviously I'll give you a full review once I get home, but so far really enjoying it. So the show is now finished. It was fantastic. Really, really enjoyed it. I can head for the train now. I'll tell you all about it once I get home. I can hardly speak anyway, but it was really good. Okay, so I've just arrived at the train station. It is about 22 now. Train's not due till 10 past, so I've got half an hour to kill. So I'm just gonna sit around and wait for the train, find the platform, and sit there for half an hour. Yeah, long time to wait. Hi, so it's been a couple of weeks now since I went to see Little Shop of Horrors at the Crucible Theatre in Sheffield, so I thought I'd tell you a little bit about it. So I was invited to the show's press night, which took place on the 12th of December. The show started at 7 p.m. and it had a runtime of 2 hours and 10 minutes, which included a 15-minute interval. The age guidance for the show is 12 plus. There was no merch for the show other than the programmes, and they were priced at £5. They do have some Sheffield Theatre merch that you can purchase. They have like tote bags, mugs, pens, stuff like that, but the only thing they had for the production was the programme. So for this show I was sat on row K, seat 56, and the view from there was really good. It was a really good view, so I'd definitely sit there again. So if you don't know anything about Little Shop of Horrors, Little Shop of Horrors tells the story of Seymour Krelborn, a flower shop assistant who discovers a mysterious plant that brings him fame and fortune, but at a sinister cost. The plant feeds on human blood, and so in order to keep the plant happy and healthy, Seymour needs to supply the plant with what it needs. And as the plant grows bigger, its appetite only grows. So that is the basic story of Little Shop of Horrors. And Little Shop of Horrors is actually one of my favourite musicals. I've always loved Little Shop of Horrors, ever since I saw the movie version of it, which stars Rick Morales and Ellen Greene. That is one of my absolute all-time movie musicals. I've watched it hundreds of times. So yeah, this is one of my favourite musicals, so I was really excited to go and see this when Sheffield invited me to come and review it, because it's just one of my absolutely all-time favourite musicals. However, I have to say I've never really enjoyed it as much on stage as I have the movie, which is usually the other way around. I usually always enjoy the stage version more than the movie. However, that changed watching this. I really enjoyed this production. So this production was actually very different than any other production of the show I've seen before, and the reason why is because they've actually set it in the UK, and all the actors use their own regional accents, or at least I assume it's their own regional accents. They all use different regional accents, but they're all UK regional accents. Now usually this show is set in New York. It's very obvious New York. There's a lot of words in the script and in the songs that link to New York, so I wasn't expecting it to be set in the UK. So when it started, it was a little strange at first to sort of get used to, because I'm used to it always being set in New York and New York accents, but I think it gave the show this fresh feel to it. They did have to change a few lines here and there in order for it to work, but yeah, I think it worked. I really enjoyed it. Like I said, it just had a fresh new feel to it. Felt very different to any of the other productions of the show that I'd seen before, and it was interesting to see a different sort of take on the show. Also, this production seems to delve more into the psychological horror at the story's core, sort of amplifying the themes of greed, domestic abuse and moral compromise, and it still has that sort of campy feel to it, but it's not as much as previously. They've sort of brought that campiness down a bit, and they've made it a little bit more focused, maybe a bit more on the horror side, which was like I said, it gave it like a different spin. It just made it feel fresher and new, and I really enjoyed how they did that. So the set design was by Georgia Lau. It featured things like wheelie bins, it had a revolve, and I thought that the design was really good. I loved how the flower shop looked quite run down at the beginning, and then as they got more money it became a lot more modernized, so I really enjoyed that aspect of it. And I thought it was really a feast for the eyes, especially with all the lighting. I thought that lighting was really good in this. It had like green lights, and when there was the horror bits they'd have these red lights that would shine. I also had a really big neon Little Shop of Horrors sign over it top, which was really good. And yeah, I just thought Jessica Han Yu's lighting design really helped to create this atmosphere of foreboding in the show, and that really went well with the set as well. So I thought the lighting and the set together really gave you this really great visual feast. So the music in the show is fantastic. I absolutely love the score of Little Shop of Horrors. It's done by Alan Menken, who is one of my favourite composers. I love everything he's done. He did Newsies, he's done The Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast. So he's done a lot of good stuff. And yeah, like I said, Little Shop of Horrors is one of my favourite musical scores. There's loads of catchy songs in it. There isn't a song in the show that I don't like. I love it all. I can listen to the soundtrack for this and not skip a song. It's fantastic. And I think the score under Chris Poon's direction has even been elevated to new heights. It's especially in songs like Skid Row, this sort of gains a fresher emotional depth by stripping back the harmonies. And I also thought the orchestrations by Matthew Jackson were also really good. So yeah, I think the production has really outdone itself with the music, and it just sounded fantastic. Also, another thing which made this production stand out for me is how they portrayed the plant Audrey II. So usually the plant is portrayed by a number of different puppets as it grows. However, for this production, they've decided to use a mixture of puppetry as well as human performers. So they used puppets when the plant was small, and then when it becomes fully grown, Sam Buttery then becomes the plant. And I have to say, they gave an incredible performance as the plant. They had powerhouse vocals, they made the plant really menacing, and the scenes where the plant is eating people were quite dramatic and felt really menacing, and yeah, really well done. I thought it was done fantastically well. So yeah, they gave a fantastic performance. Another standout performance was definitely the dentist. I loved the way he portrayed the dentist. Comedic timing was fantastic, spot on, and I just thought he was really good. So anyway, now's probably the best time to go through the programme. I can show you all the cast. Okay, so here is the programme. I think this is a really nice programme. I love the artwork on here. So it says a Sheffield Theatre production, Little Shop of Horrors, booked by Howard Ashman and lyric music by Alan Menken. At the bottom it says Sheffield Theatres, and then it says it's running from Saturday the 7th of December to Saturday the 18th of January at the Crucible. So inside we have some information about the production. We have a welcome from the CEO of Sheffield Theatres. We have the cast list, creative team list, and the band. And the band was actually up above the set on like a balcony. You could see at all times. So these are the musical numbers. So if you're familiar with Little Shop of Horrors, you'll know, but I'll just quickly go through them. So you have the prologue, Little Shop of Horrors, Skid Row Downtown, which is one of my favourite songs, Dadu, Grow For Me, You Never Know, Somewhere That's Green, Clothes for Renovation, Be a Dentist, Mushnick and Son, Sudden Changes, Feed Me, which is another one of my favourites. Now It's Just the Gas, and Coda, Act 1 Final. We then have Act 2, and then we have Call Back in the Morning, Suddenly Seymour, which is another one of my favourites, Supper Time, which I also really like. The Meek, Shell and Herrick, I also really like that one. Supper Time 2, Somewhere That Green Replies, and Final Ultimo, Don't Feed the Plants, which is another one of my favourites. So, yeah, really, really enjoyed that. And then for the finale, they do Mean Green Mother from Outer Space, which I think might have been a song that was done just for the movie, so it's not usually in the musical, but sometimes they add it for the finale. So then we've got some rehearsal shots. Then we have this, It Just Keeps On Growing, the origins of Little Shop of Horrors. This tells you the origins, so it's got the original West End cast there in 1983, the year I was born. The original off-Broadway cast in 1982. And we got some more rehearsal shots. Making the Magic. So it's puppet designer and director Daisy Beatty was influenced by puppets from a young age, and her fascination with an ancient craft has developed into a career that uses both innovative technology and traditional arts. And then this is a talk with her about all things Little Shop and Audrey II. And we have some more rehearsal pictures. Striking the Right Note. Music director Chris Poon and the orchestrator Matthew Jackson are familiar faces at Sheffield theatres. We caught with them to talk all things Little Shop, how it feels to work on iconic score, and what they've been doing this Christmas. So you got that nice little interview there to read. So there's a lot of information in this programme for £5. It's a very good programme. And then we have the cast biographies. So I think this is in alphabetical order. I hate it when they do it in alphabetical order. So we had Christopher Acryl, who was an ensemble member. William Arundel, ensemble. And then we have Sam Buttery, who played Audrey II. And like I said, absolutely fantastic. Vocals were amazing. And it made Audrey II seem quite sinister, and really, really enjoyed their performance. Lizzie Rose Ezin Kelly was Ronette. Paige Fenlon played Chiffon. Jamil Franklin was ensemble. Charlotte Giaconelli was Crystal. Michael Mattis was Mr. Mushnick. Arifa J. McEwen was Swing. Georgina Honora was Audrey. I thought she was fantastic as Audrey. She has a fantastic voice, and yeah, I love the way she played the character. I thought she was really good. Then had Purvi Pamar, who was ensemble. Kate Playden, ensemble. We then had Colin Ryan, who played Seymour. I thought his Seymour was really good, and yeah, I just thought he was good. Really enjoyed his performance. We have Will Scolding as Orin. Like I said, a fantastic performance from him. Really loved his performance, and yeah, he made Orin quite dark, but also really funny, and he had good comic timing. I thought he did a fantastic job. Then had Jazz Terry as ensemble. Riley Woodford Swing. And that is the cast. And then we've got some more rehearsal shots. We then have the creative biographies. Production credits, performance staff, contractors and suppliers, and thank you credits. And then some more rehearsal shots. and then staff list. Then have some adverts. Sheffield Theatre supporters, and that is the programme. So again, fantastic programme from Sheffield Theatres, lots of lovely information, lots of nice pictures, and a really good quality programme. So yeah, and only £5, so fantastic. Definitely recommend getting one if you go to the show. So overall, I really enjoyed this production of Little Shop of Horrors. Like I said, it just felt fresh and new and exciting, and I would love to go and see this again. I definitely gave it 5 stars, and I just think it breathes new life into the show and gives it that fresh new feeling, and it's definitely different from any other production of the show that I've seen. So yeah, I'm giving it 5 stars. Highly recommend it. It's on until I think the 18th of January, so if you can get to Sheffield, I highly recommend it. My husband is going to go and see it. He was originally supposed to go and see it before me at the previews, but the show got cancelled. But luckily he's managed to find a day free that he can go and see it, so he's really excited. And I'm really jealous that I'm not going with him, because if I could, I would definitely go and see this again a few times, but I just haven't got the time to go down to Sheffield at the minute. But yeah, it was a fantastic production. Highly recommend it. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this little vlog and review of Little Shop of Horrors. If you have, please do give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.